Alright tout le monde, je suis Gestionnaire et on se retrouve sur la suite de Baldur's Gate 3. Donc on s'est laissé ici après un combat contre Ketheric Thorm. Là j'ai mis son armure, man. Fait que j'ai juste changé la couleur en fait de mes gants et de mes bottes. Je vais vous présenter un petit peu le crew que j'ai changé. Shadowheart, la même armure. J'ai donné là, la masse à elle parce que Shadowheart je trouvais que c'était plus logique de donner l'armure à elle, ben la lance, le bouclier de Ketheric. J'ai donné mon armure à Alzin. Je crois que ça y fitait mieux. C'est à peu près tout. Le reste, là, c'est tel que tel. On va y parler parce que là, on a appris pas mal de choses au passé de Shadowheart.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
Là, on peut lui demander... j'ai envie de parler de tout ce qui nous est arrivé.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Ah, pas qu'en pensez-vous de moi. D'abord, ça.
Very serious of you.
Ouais.
But go ahead.
Comment vous sentez-vous?
Not sure what to feel. My parents are alive, and I need to save them. I'm lucky to have you by my side. I don't think I could face what's to come otherwise.
Bon, donc et voilà. Là, on va se mettre en route pour la porte de Baldur, man. On est rendu là. Y avait-il quelqu'un qui parlait ici?
I have something to ask.
Just tell me what you need.
Non, non. On a pas mal fini.
Light on my feet.
Ah, mais c'est parti. On va quitter cet endroit. Notre crew, là, s'est agrandi de 2 personnes.
Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Wow. Ça n'a pas vraiment changé, hein? J'aurais peut-être espéré qu'il y ait un petit peu moins d'ombre que ça. Pas espéré, mais j'aurais cru. Hey, checkez-moi le nombre de personnes qu'on... On est combien dans le coup, là? 2, 4, 10, 8, et 9. God damn, hein?
The road to Baldur's Gate is ahead.
Par là. La route de la porte de Baldur. J'aurais pu me téléporter, mais bon. Pas d'autre chose à faire ici, là. Non, c'est terminé, man.
Let's be proud that the Shadow Curse is no more.
Looks like an army marched through here.
Allons-y.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Ketheric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Wow. Ben voilà. On a fait ça nous autres, man. Ah, c'est badass. God damn. Ah, c'était mon chapitre préféré à date, c'était celle-là, man. Calisse que t'es hot. Ah, c'est que c'était le fun. J'ai vraiment hâte de voir l'acte 3 parce que j'ai aucune idée qu'est-ce qui va se passer rendu là. J'avais juste fait la moitié du jeu la dernière fois quand j'ai arrêté de jouer avec mon ami.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again. Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Wow. Qui veut me parler? Carlac? Oh, c'est la cité, ça? Là, tu vois, t'as l'écran titre du jeu qui apparaît. C'est le jeu commence. Tout ce qu'on a fait, c'était l'introduction. Ça serait drôle, hein? Ah, c'est Astarion. Ah, si je m'en fous d'Astarion, pour vrai. Bon, on va parler à elle, voir si elle a pas quelque chose à nous dire, on sait jamais.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Soluna cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
Maintenant que nous sommes compagnons de voyage, je réalise que je sais très peu de choses à votre sujet.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
C'est vrai que vous avez déjà affronté les trois dieux morts.
It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
Sage et Décati. Alors, il n'y a qu'un seul de ces adjectifs qui vous qualifie.
Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
Une MILF.
Ask it.
Bon, on a-tu un autre dialogue? Vous avez dit savoir des choses sur les Illitites? hostilities, whatever.
I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I.
À qui vous adressez-vous justement? Peut-être que je suis peut-être que je suis le parasite et que j'ai pris le contrôle? Non. Moi c'est différent, le cerveau vénérable. Lui aussi esclave. Mon esprit m'appartient toujours, j'ai bien l'intention que ça continue.
I believe you. You remind me of another I knew, marked by forces beyond their control. The gods can grant power or strip it away, but so long as your will remains, you have the only weapon you need.
Alright. Je sais pas si on peut avoir de la romance avec elle. Une colise d'idée, il me semble elle arrive tard dans le groupe. Alcine, je sais que tu peux. Tu parlais avec d'autres gens? Carlac, Will, je voulais dire.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Alright, tu parles tout de Shadowheart, on va voir les autres, voir.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Ok. Les autres, au début, c'était cool. On a full le dialogue avec elle. Puis depuis qu'on a mis fin à notre relation, il n'y a plus rien avec elle. Elle dit plus rien, on dirait. C'est dommage un peu. Ah, Carlac.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder.
Moi en plus, avec votre relation avec Gortash.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Ouais, hein? Ça a l'air un peu à cran. On va aller voir les deux ici. Là, ils nous suivent partout, c'est hot ça. Isabelle.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Yeah.
Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
Comment comptez-vous profiter de votre liberté?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Cool, merci. Vous devez rejoindre mon campement de manière permanente, ainsi nous pourrons affronter des forces du mal ensemble.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
Nice.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Êtes-vous vraiment la fille de Silune?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Votre mère serait-elle disposée à nous aider de notre lutte contre les trois dieux?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
Alright. Bon, qui je pourrais bien aller voir? Ah, là, il y a Astarion. Qu'est-ce qu'on a ici? Quelque chose à dire, lui, ou?
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Non.
Oh.
Bon, on va aller voir Astarion, il y a quelque chose à dire.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
À vous entendre, on a presque l'impression que vous l'enviez.
Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor.
Ouais, c'est ça, parce que lui, Cazador l'a fait à lui, mais lui, il l'a refait à un autre, c'est correct. Alors comme ça, vous seriez prêt à tuer les autres malheureux liés au rituel pour lui voler ce pouvoir.
What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better.
Hey, le voice acting est quand même vraiment bon. La liberté n'est pas la même chose que le pouvoir.
All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more. And be finely positioned for yours truly to ascend.
Attends une minute là. La bonne position, connaisse l'ascension. Ne vous emballez pas trop. Nous ne savons même pas. Ouais, ça, nous ne savons même pas s'il est possible pour vous d'accomplir le rituel à sa place. Ben, je veux bien vous permettre de vous aider à stopper Cazador, mais c'est tout.
If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first, and then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Il parlait pas là à propos de Shadowheart?
It's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Ok. Ah, le rituel. Est-ce que vous aviez réfléchi?
The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Why?
Asti. J'aimerais juste connaître vos intentions.
I hadn't really decided on the specifics. Obviously, we could stop the ritual, or not. What? I've obviously thought about it. If I was the one who completed the ritual, I'd have such power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare.
Je pense que c'est une mauvaise idée.
A pity then, that it's not your decision to make. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
Alright. Non, on va parler à Gale.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
Et Shadowheart, ça, c'est son nom que Char lui a donné. Parce que c'est pas son vrai nom, en fait. Je serais curieux de voir c'est quoi son vrai nom à Shadowheart.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure. But her path will be easier with our support.
Exact. Que pensez-vous de moi? J'ai l'impression de ne pas encore vous connaître.
I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seems my faith was more than well-founded.
Ah, cool. Merci. Bon, ok, ben... Il ne reste qu'à aller voir, là. Shadowheart. On va aller lui dire quelques mots. Je sais pas si elle a un nouveau dialogue.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something?
Non, je pense que c'est pas mal fini.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Non, c'est fini. Elle a pas rien d'autre à dire. Ok, alright. Ben, regarde, on va se coucher, puis man, on s'en va à la porte de Baldur.
This does.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
Je dominerai le monde. Je ferai ce qui me paraît juste le moment venu.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join power.
We're under attack.
Oh shit, on se fait attaquer! Oh! On est tous affectés!
I can't even catch my breath.
Jastarion Lazel. Qui, elle? On peut même pas aller l'attaquer, merde.
My path be
true.
Ouais, je me rends. Good job. Pourquoi ils ont plus de vie?
My turn.
Ah shit, Carlac, man, oublie ça, là. Elle est dans la merde, elle, là. Qu'est-ce que tu veux que je fasse? Je te rends pas là. Ok, voilà. Ouais, Starion est quand même loin, là. Oh shit. Voyons.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Oh, on doit aller au portail, ok.
Making my move.
Ouf.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Ah, mais attends, là, faut que je tue les autres avant, là. Attends, je peux jouer.
This is the easy part.
Et elle est là.
On the hunt.
Zéro. Fuck. Sérieux, là.
Is all that matters.
Attends, non, Shadowheart, elle est juste là. Elle va sûrement être capable de faire quelque chose. Es-tu dead? Non, pas encore. Fuck. Ah, Gale, il est trop loin, merde. Qu'est-ce que tu veux qu'il fasse quoi? Même Alcine, esti, il est loin que le calice. On doit aller au portail avant. Regarde, je suis prêt. Moi, je suis là. Et voilà.
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
Well, so much for peace.
Raté. T'es-tu sérieux? T'es calé, je m'en vais, man.
That orb's going to blow, and soon.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Eh merde. Ok. Ah, il se pousse. Là, c'est qui l'ennemi, là? Peut-être elle est rouge. Quand je m'en vais, elle va m'attaquer. Alright. Hey, niveau 3, t'es. Ah, tabarnak. 2. Ah, sacrement. T'es-tu sérieux? Attaque-la! Attaque-elle à la place! Si, il reste un point de vie! Ah, c'est qu'ils sont cons. Ah oui. Ah, je pense qu'il reste un point de vie parce qu'elle est knockée, là. Ouais, elle est knockée. Hein? Attaque, je vais faire une autre attaque. Ah, shit. Aïe aïe. Aïe aïe. Aïe aïe. Ok, peux-tu jouer là?
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Ah, elle est morte. Ah, y a-t-il quelqu'un qui peut me soigner? Je peux me soigner tout seul. 18, 36. Et voilà.
These boots have seen everything. Here we go again.
Harry, I can't hold them back alone.
Ouais, je m'en viens, je m'en viens.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Ok. J'attends juste que mon crew s'en vienne. Il en manque 2. Good.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
You are in danger indeed, Mind Flayer. What the hells is happening?
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
Ah, t'es-tu sérieux, man? La chick, ce que je me suis faite, c'est lui? Ah, tabarnak. Wow. Alors, c'est ça la bataille que vous livrez depuis tout ce temps? Prouvez-moi que vous êtes vraiment qui vous prétendez être.
You saved a child from a viper back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Song from her soul cage. You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackith's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
Et pourquoi?
The god. Destroy the god. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now.
aid an illithid against Githyanki. We cannot. We must not.
Your blind loyalty will be your undoing, Lae'zel. Fight with me for your own survival.
Hey gros, c'est quand même assez décevant, man. La chick qu'on s'est faite, là, la fille est fucking belle, man. Fucking cute. Puis finalement, c'est lui. C'est sa vraie forme. C'est hot en Christ. Rejoindre.
Together, we can turn the tide.
Pis c'est un dude en plus. Ça aurait été une fille, ça serait pas pire. Mais non, c'est un dude qui prend l'apparence d'une fille pour moi, man. Ah, c'est que c'est décevant, man. Ah shit, me rend pas. Me rend pas non plus. Bon, mais c'est dommage ça. Là, je vais me crisser à côté. Ah, les autres sont faibles là. Ok, t'as-tu fini de jouer ton calice d'auto maintenant là? Tabarnak. Ah, c'est vrai, elle a pu plus charger. Fuck. Je me rends plus. Oui, je me rends. Oh, c'est à mon tour, nice. Raté, hell yeah. Hein? Let's go, Will. Hmm. Échec. Calice. Asti que c'est gossant, man, des échecs. Hein? Oh, il y en a d'autres, là. Je les avais pas vus. Oh, tabarnak. Ok, ouais, ils sont forts, quand même. Oh, ok, c'est à nous autres, là. Je me demande si ça fait bien des dégâts. J'ai goût d'essayer sa lance. Oh, cool. C'est qui est hot, Shadowheart. Et voilà. Bon, Alcine. Tu le péter, lui? Ouais, faut le péter. Pourquoi je peux pas jouer avec? Y a-t-il quelque chose que je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'il y a, lui? Ben non. Oh merde! Lancement de sort impossible, vous ne maîtrisez pas le port de l'armure dont le personnage est équipé. Ah. J'avais pas remarqué. Ah shit, je suis bien con, pourquoi j'ai mis ça de bord? Tiens, d'abord. On va y mettre son armure normale, puis au pire la mienne, éventuellement, je vais la revendre, là. Ah ben là, désolé, là, je peux pas jouer. Alright. Toi, tu vas faire de quoi de pas pire. Ok, là, il y a elle. Raté. Ça fait 2 fois qu'elle rate ses trucs. Attends, là, on va juste... Ah, lisse. L'enfer, man.
Ready for another round? Want another?
Hey.
I won't give in.
Raté! Oh non. Une chance.
Making my move.
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
Shit. Ouais, c'était pas vraiment les flèches que je voulais, là. Je voulais aller l'avoir.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer, yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers.
Pour la énième édition, qui êtes-vous? Et je veux un nom cette fois-ci. Alors vous étiez dans le prise pendant tout ce temps, pourquoi m'avoir menti?
It was necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a mind flayer. Even those who are on a path of becoming one. It's like I said before, I'm just like you. An adventurer, I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure, to a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course, they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Le Seigneur Gortash était l'un des élus dans la colonie. Alors vous allez me dire à quoi rimait cette bataille, oui ou non? Le Githyanki, j'ai vu dans la sphère. Qui est-ce?
Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Shastil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt, hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Vous aussi, vous avez été emprisonné ici? Ok, de qui voulait-elle la mort quand elle nous a donné l'ordre d'entrer à l'intérieur du prisme? Vous ou Orpheus?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was imprisoned. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished.
Vous aussi, vous avez été emprisonné ici?
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
Ici on tue Orpheus pour nous emparer de son pouvoir, non? Que se passera-t-il si on libère Orpheus?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched Illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already Illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
Plus je vous écoute, moi j'ai l'impression d'être face à un flagelleur mental. Je ne suis pas un Illithid et je le serai jamais.
You are already more Illithid than you realize. It has improved you. You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elder Brain, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
Wow, ça fait qu'en gros, c'est pour ça que lui nous a dit d'exploiter les pouvoirs de la larve. Moi, je vais pas devenir un flagelleur mental. J'ai fait tout ce que je peux pour ne pas me transformer en flagelleur mental, et j'avais cru comprendre que vous étiez d'accord pour me protéger.
I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
Quels seraient les effets d'une telle évolution?
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
Non, moi je veux pas. Non, c'est hors de question.
I understand. Let us hope then that your present self will be sufficient to deal with 3 gods of death and a giant magically enhanced Elder Brain. But in case you change your mind... Look after it. Use it when you're ready to evolve. You or your allies. It has vitality enough for you all. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The Brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the Brain, and bring it under our control.
Je me demande si lui de m'amener il va pas... Fait que c'est ça la guerre, lui, qui se battait contre. Wow. Non, on a su la vérité, man. Est-ce que c'est fucké? L'empereur. C'est poche, hostie. Fait que notre chick, notre chick, c'est plus là, là. Je suis un peu déçu, là, pas mal même.
Can't wait to sleep. Another step forward.
Shit. L'artefact est tout le temps là, hein? Larve astrale. Oh, je veux rien savoir de ça, man.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
By Baldur and bones, this is a lot to take in. Let's see if I've got this right. 1, we've been carrying a mind flayer around with us this whole time. 2, it's been appearing as someone else in our dreams, cajoling us to embrace our new illithid talents. 3, the mind flayer's been siphoning a Githyanki prisoner's powers to shield us from the Absolute's voice. Did I miss anything?
Eh bien, là aussi la question de la duchesse Stelman et chevalier de l'Écu. Ce n'est pas n'importe quel Githyanki, mais un prince qui s'est opposé à la reine des Gith. Je crois bien que c'est bon. Non, attends, on va dire ça.
How could I forget? One of Baldur's Gate's most distinguished figures, a mind flayer's ally. Sensational tales, aren't they? Almost unbelievable. With a narrator so unreliable, how do we tell fact from fiction? I can't pretend I have the answer, but I know the Illithid's right about one thing. It holds our fates in its talons. Until the Absolute falls, there's no getting rid of it.
L'empereur nous promet des pouvoirs incroyables si nous sommes prêts à faire le nécessaire pour l'obtenir.
Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I'm not about to make such a sacrifice. Not now. Not ever.
L'avenir de toute la côte de l'épée est en jeu. Nous devons accepter ce pouvoir. Non, je suis pas persuadé, man. Je comprends.
Thank you.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
Ben non, mais pourquoi je peux pas... Attends, je pense que la larve... offerte par l'empereur augmentera nos chances de succès.
More likely it would just put a stop to us. I wanted nothing to do with those illithid powers before. What makes you think I'd want to jump into an even deeper hole? You know what that offer truly entails, don't you? Become half a mind flayer, lose half of yourself. I don't want that.
Très bien, si votre décision est prise, n'essaierai pas de vous faire changer. Mais gros, moi et tout, je vais pas la prendre, la crise de larve. Ah, ok, il n'y a absolument rien de bord. Il n'y a pas d'autre chose?
Fine. What's on your mind?
Non. Ok.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
Un prince puissant, il est capable de résister à la conscience collective, non? Ok, on va dire ça.
Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen.
157e, ça fait beaucoup de Vlaakith.
Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Alors Voss avait raison, Orpheus est un instrument de la chute de Vlaakith.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. What about him?
Pourquoi l'appelle-t-on le prince de la comète? Non, où était les Githyanki hostiles? Attends, qui était? Ouais, hostile dans le prisme.
Orpheus's honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
On lui pose toutes les questions ou on fait tous les dialogues avec? Ah ouais.
The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign. The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a gay hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
Pourquoi Vlaakith veut-elle la mort d'Orpheus maintenant?
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
Passe à autre chose. Puis je pense pas qu'on a d'autre chose. Ben, il y a la larve.
It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. There will be ice where once there was fire. There will be a void where our souls once resided.
Y'a pas personne qui veut.
I know. And I won't.
Ben moi non plus, je le veux pas. Ok, je pense que je l'offre aux autres s'ils veulent. On y avait-tu parlé à Will?
Well met.
Ah oui, l'empereur nous promet des pouvoirs incroyables.
Yes, and at a great cost. Partial ceremorphosis.
Ah ouais, on lui a déjà parlé.
Sacrifice. Thank you.
On y a déjà parlé. Ah, on va aller voir... On va aller voir les autres, là. Ils vont sûrement dire des dialogues avec qu'est-ce qui nous est arrivé. Ah, il y a Karlach, j'ai oublié.
Soldier. Special, tadpole? Bit of a contradiction in terms, don't you think? I don't even want a regular one. You're talking about turning into what? A half squid? Not surprised you haven't tried it yourself yet.
Thank the gods.
Pas vraiment essentiel, là, pour elle, les dialogues qu'on a avec les larves. Lui, il va vouloir l'apprendre sûrement. Moi, je devrais y donner.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. And now it's offering us power, if we're willing to... evolve. We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it.
Ah. J'ai l'intention de l'utiliser. Je ne comptais pas vous demander de l'utiliser.
Good. I wouldn't have anyway. I had nothing for so long. Nothing. Not even my own body. I will not give it up. Now it's mine again.
Alright. Yell.
Whew. Quite the rug pull, eh? A mind flayer manipulating us this whole time. Such creatures are not to be trusted as a general rule, though this one does appear to have had a significant hand in our survival up to this point. At best, an ally whose motivations remain shrouded in deceit. We should be wary of what such an alliance may cost us.
Ok. On nous a remis un présent de grande rareté.
I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. You've not taken this power for yourself, so I can only wonder why offer it to me.
Oubliez ça. Je vais juste en parler, là, c'est pour avoir les dialogues. Là. Des fois, je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'il peut avoir comme nouveau dialogue. Là, y a pas personne qui désapprouve que je dis ou comme j'ai pris un choix tantôt. Là, je suis au maximum, on dirait que ça redescend plus un coup que c'est au max. Ça, c'est cool. Ah oui, les tout, il est au max. Au max. Asti que c'est hâte, hein? On est rendu au max avec tout le monde. Ah, sauf Astarion. Il est neutre. Au max. Ah. Sont bonnes. Elle, on est neutre. Ah, plutôt bonne. Ok, ça l'a monté. Cool.
So your confidant was a mind flayer all along. Disquieting, to say the least. What would you like to know?
Ah, y'a rien. Ok, lui on peut pas lui demander pour la larve. Il y a Jaira que j'ai pas été voir. Mais où elle? Ah, si elle est là, elle doit être à côté du portail. Hello.
So your mysterious artifact, tamer of parasites, is only another parasite itself. How do you feel? Knowing the cost of keeping your transformation at bay.
Mieux, en réalité, je connais désormais la véritable nature de l'artefact. Je me sens souillé. Cette chose est-elle logée dans mon crâne? Nous avons toujours besoin de non. L'empereur était un aventurier tout comme nous, un protecteur de la cité.
I suppose there is something to that. Illithids are monstrous creatures. But in the end, they are only that. Creatures. And if it can, a parasite will keep its host fat, happy, and safe. Until it is finished feeding, at least. Am I comforting you? I am not comforting myself. Use the Emperor as it would use you. Or discard it. My days of doubting you are done.
Ok.
Ask it.
Demandez quelque chose. C'est vrai, vous avez déjà affronté les trois diamants, on l'a déjà fait. Déjà demandé, tout ça. Alright. Bon ben, avant de me coucher... Ben non, on va aller se coucher, ouais, c'est ça. Oh, Shadowheart! Il est devenu avec les cheveux blancs maintenant. Son nouveau look.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
J'aime beaucoup.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
C'est plus hot parce que l'autre, elle avait un toupette carré. Tandis que là, c'est carrément une frange, genre, c'est bien plus beau comme ça.
Very serious of you. But go ahead. I suppose you've earned it.
Hein? Check là qui est heureux. Bon, fait que là, ça veut dire que tout le monde va avoir un nouveau dialogue. Donc on va refaire le tour de tout le monde. Là, ça va être vraiment c'est un petit peu la fin de l'épisode, là, mettons, là. C'est comme un genre de filler que je fais, là. Là, tout le monde va parler de Shadowheart.
Shadowheart walks a little freer of the shadows. She could shave her skull and paint it purple. It would still suit her.
Alright. Mais ça me tente pas de faire le tour de tout le monde. Fait que je vais juste parler à les autres Will, puis après ça, on va quitter, puis on leur parlera après, au pire.
Love Shadowheart's new look. Softer, less severe. It suits her.
Will il est smart.
Something is different about Shadowheart. New facial creases, perhaps. A fresh battle scar I hadn't noticed. Bah, it eludes me.
Ah, elle est jalouse.
Let's see.
Bon, quittez. On s'en va à la porte de Baldur, man. On va se rendre à la cité, puis on va se laisser là. Vraiment, juste le petit chapitre-là, c'est quand même 1 heure de jeu, man. C'est fou, là. Il y a beaucoup de choses, man. Tabarnak, man. Le jeu, il est... C'est comme quand j'ai joué à Elden Ring, man. C'était impressionnant. De A à Z, man. Il y a tout le temps quelque chose qui t'épate.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their nether stones.
Wow.
Soldier, this is it. We're almost to the city. First through Worm's Crossing, then on to the lower city. Oh, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible.
L'empereur se fait don des larves. Ok, non, on s'en fout. Ah, là, il parle de la cité, il parle pas des cheveux, là.
Incredible to be back. My home. My city.
Vous approchez chaud de la cité. Vous êtes heureux d'y revenir.
Baldur's Gate is where I first raised a glass in toast at the tender age of 14 and got so tipsy from wine, I puked in Dillard Portier's bushes. It's where the flaming fist chased me after I'd stolen a peach from a cart in the Wide. I got a good chewing out over it too. It's where my father taught me to hold a rapier, to read books of law, to know right from wrong. It's been 7 years since I left. It's no paradise, but it's home, and it's worth saving. And you? The city's yours too, after all. How's it feel to be back?
Je m'en souviens pas. Moi, c'est-tu pareil au même? Bah, c'est bon d'être de retour.
Wonderful, isn't it? Torill's history is written within our city's walls. Expeditions to the continent of Mastika gather in the harbor. The Church of Gon displays its most priceless treasures in the High House of Wonders. Voices raised in song on returning day. The heady wines at the elf song. There's truly no place like Baldur's Gate.
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe.
Qu'est-ce que vous espérez trouver là-bas?
Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it.
Ok, comment vous débrouillez-vous sans vos ménestrels?
You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles.
J'aimerais en entendre davantage sur ce bon vieux temps. Votre expérience sera un atout.
A kind way of saying, ye gods, I hope our dusty bones don't break at the first blow. Fear not for me. I will try my very best to keep up.
Ok, t'es en train de... Alright. T'es en train de faire des jokes, là.
Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Sharess's caress. Voss will be waiting.
Ah oui, c'est vrai, on doit aller voir Voss.
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started.
Vous avez dit que les fidèles de char devraient guetter notre arrivée. Vous croyez qu'on peut se servir d'eux pour retrouver vos parents?
I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go.
Autrement dit, vous ne savez même pas où aller? Où devons-nous chercher?
Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering.
Hey, Hotman a l'air d'une déesse comme ça, c'est fou.
Civilization beckons at last. It's no water deep, but Baldur's Gate is a respectable runner-up. Or at least a close third.
Ok, on a remis un présent, non? Astarion.
Worm's Crossing, the welcome mat of Baldur's Gate. This is it. I'm almost home.
Ne craignez-vous pas que Cazador découvre que vous êtes de retour?
I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike.
Et comment comptez-vous frapper exactement?
Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better.
Alright, bon, Alcine. On a fait du monde à qui parler?
The gaping maw of the city. Nature has little control over what happens beyond that bridge.
Vous avez eu des nouvelles de Taniel depuis notre départ?
I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
Alright, ben et voilà, c'est terminé. Petite sauvegarde rapide, man.
Have to keep going.
The city is close now.
Mais là, y a personne qui parle des cheveux de...
No doubt. Waiting for my return.
Soldier.
Non, y a pas personne qui parle des cheveux de Shadowheart. Il aurait fallu esti que je le fasse là au camp, là. Bon, tant pis.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
Où l'as-tu vu pour la dernière fois? Comment t'appelles-tu?
And my cat is Grub. He's shy. I'm not. My mum is called Emery. She went to go get some herbs for her spots. She was sick, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10-day, though.
Là, on se trouve ta mère, mais tiens, prends quelques pièces. Allons voir la garde. Ils pourront sûrement t'aider. Je pense que ta mère est probablement morte.
Guards blow like petards. They don't help us.
Ok, tiens, 5 pièces.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't have anything, and you can't do anything without any coin. I'll pay you back when I find my mum.
Ok, mais là, on va-tu trouver sa mère, non?
We need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Ah, wow, ok. Là, man, on peut plus retourner ailleurs, là. On peut même plus faire nos déplacements rapides comme la dernière fois.
You have anything you want for supper? We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Ok.
Nearly there now.
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
Je pensais qu'on aurait pu parler. Bon, attends, est où la ville, là?
There now. You can see the city.
C'est là-bas. Wow. Mais écoutez,
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
calmez-vous, dites-moi ce qui se passe.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
Pourquoi c'est pas mon personnage qui est là, Calice? Mon bonhomme que je veux.
One day I'll catch a break.
Bon, ça a l'air que nous autres, ça a l'air, on n'est pas dans un dialogue, là. Calice. C'est une grande maison, vous êtes sûr que vous n'avez pas au moins une pièce dont vous n'avez pas l'utilité? Non. Plongez dans l'esprit de cet homme frustré. On va essayer.
I can't let them stay here. What if the little brat gets into the basement?
Quel bonheur de voir qu'il reste encore des vrais philanthropes dans ce monde. Dans ce monde. Oh, je me suis laissé dire que ce genre de maison a toujours une cave. À quoi sert la vôtre?
My basement? Oh, nothing interesting, just materials. I'm a craftsman, you see.
This man is definitely lying. And he's really hoping you don't pry any further.
Look, I have some very valuable components in there. I need to get that lot out before they damage something.
Je peux vous aider si vous voulez.
What do you mean by that?
Shh, sweetheart. Adults are talking. This is guild business, and we'll handle it as soon as we get paid.
Enough of this bickering! You! What's your proposal?
Ah, yes. Je peux faire dégager votre scatter pour 2 fois moins. Et ces guignols vous demandent. Ben.
You don't exactly look desperate for gold, but I can't help but admire such solid business acumen. Very well. Get the job done, and you'll be paid and be in my good graces.
Do you think you're clever coming in and undercutting us, sweetheart? We were about to make a bit of extra cash before you butted in. You owe the guild a cut.
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
Attaque au corps à corps. Lui refaire le portrait dans l'espoir que cela lui mettra un peu de plomb dans la cervelle. Intimidation. Je pourrais certes vous remettre cet or, mais ensuite ça me forcerait de la reprendre sur votre corps. Oh, 20, ça va être tough. C'est pour ça que je veux jouer avec mon bonhomme, Calice. C'est mon personnage. Pourquoi c'est Gale qui est là? Je veux jouer mon personnage.
I think you're overestimating your abilities somewhat. But I haven't got time for this. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
Ah, je veux jouer mon personnage, Calice. C'est quoi votre problème, tabarnak? J'ai pas joué Gale.
I see those animals are out of the picture. Can we stay now? Or are you going to turn us next?
Tenez, prenez cet argent, vous serez bien mieux dans une auberge qu'ici. On risque d'expulser à chaque instant. J'essaie de vous aider. Je dois juste parler au propriétaire.
Make it quick if you can. I don't like the way he's looking at us.
Moving in.
Au cas où s'il y avait quelque chose. Bon, là ça a l'air qu'il y a une cave ici. Sa cave est où?
Here goes nothing.
That's curious.
Ah ah! On a le droit d'y aller, il nous a donné l'autorisation. Oh, c'est beau ici. Non mais là pourquoi j'ai pas accès à la cave là? Ça me tente pas de me faire
I want to have a word.
Not now!
Ouais, pourquoi l'écran devient noir? J'étais à côté, esti, c'est pas supposé loader. Hein. Bon.
Should mind my step.
Faut que je le crache. Cracheter.
Bet I can crack that open.
Ah ouais. T'es capable. On met des bonus. Pas manquer. On va recommencer. Et voilà.
Watch it. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Ah. Eh bien, il y a quoi à vérifier ici? Désamorcer. 1. Tabarnak, avec tous les boosts que j'ai 1. C'est quoi, man? Je pogne des moins 10, esti?
Best be on my way.
Be cautious. How considerate.
Tabarnak.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Il y en a un là.
Trap. Be cautious. Trap.
Un autre officiel ici. Un encore. Ah, c'est que c'est cave pogner un sérieusement là. Pas supposé en avoir d'autres. Bon, j'avais confiance sur celui-là. Ah! Je sais pas s'il faut
Seems simple enough.
il faut faire quoi dans sa crise de cave? Non? Détruire le cerveau, contrôler le cerveau. Yo, je comprends pas c'est quoi sa quest, man. C'est quoi qu'il veut? Ça? Non, je vais pas le voler. Là. C'est quoi qu'il voulait, man? Alright. J'arrive de où, là?
Not now! I'm trying to think!
Ah, c'est agaçant. Pourquoi perception ratée? Hein? C'était pourquoi, ça?
Not now!
Ah, pourquoi ça load comme ça, Chris, à côté?
What's the word? Can we stay?
Il y a une propriétaire.
Make it quick if you can. I don't...
C'est quoi qu'il veut, merde? Bon, écoutez, garde, on va cesser là-dessus. Prochain épisode, je vais peut-être aller voir qu'est-ce qu'il veut parce que ça me tente pas de commencer à voler n'importe quoi, malgré que je peux aller vérifier quand même. Là. Au pire, je volerai une coupe d'affaires, là. J'ai aucune calisse idée qu'est-ce qu'il veut, là. On va sûrement trouver quelque chose, là, ici. Là. Oh, t'es... Ah, si, j'ai ça quand le monde font juste courir partout, man. En gros, y'a pas personne ici, là, des boss. Bon, c'est quoi qu'il veut de... Ça doit être sûrement dans ce coffre-là, c'est sûr. Ah, j'ai plus de lockpick. C'est qui a là?
Hey, good looking. One with the weave.
Qui a des lockpicks?
Quite ready for you.
Let us show them how it's done.
Lost in.
Ah, t'es pas sérieux là? Je n'avais acheté, ok, ils sont là. Me l'envoyer à moi.
Still alive, so that's progress. I wonder what's past this.
S'il te plaît. Yes sir, man. Yeah! Ah, arrête de faire chier là, merde! Ben, je le sais, échec là, je peux-tu juste jouer? Là, je fais quoi quand j'ai chou toutes mes hosties de coups de dé de tabarnak? Me crosse?
Don't give me trouble now.
Ah ouais, arrête de me faire chier, tabarnak là. Je peux-tu l'avoir là? Bon, tabarnak. Lettre de chantage. Allez.
Might be worth checking Arthur's donations. Looks like his generosity is compromised.
All right. Okay, bon, ça c'est fait. Essayez de pas passer où est-ce qu'il y a des fils là. Bande de sans dessin.
Better not be cursed.
This'll be fun.
Oh, de l'autre côté. Ici. Ah, faut toujours faire des quick saves.
Not now! I'm trying to think!
Ok, mais tabarnak, c'est quoi tu voulais que je récupère, Asti? Je voulais te le montrer que c'est... Ah.
What's the word? Can we stay?
Je m'en fiche royalement. Tenez 100 pièces d'or.
Want to take charity from some stranger. But I will. For the sake of my daughter, thank you. We'll get going as soon as we've got our things together.
Ok, on a fait une bonne affaire ou non, là?
Finally, those awful squatters are gone. I can feel everything unclenching already.
Ah, c'est ça qu'il voulait. Je pensais qu'il parlait de sa cave puis d'y aller.
As we agreed. I've got so much to do now, I'd really better get on with it. Excuse me, would you?
Ah, désolé, man, je suis en train de me choquer pour rien. Au début, je pensais qu'il fallait aller dans sa cave, lui récupérer quelque chose, lui rapporter ou je le sais pas, parce qu'il voulait pas que l'autre, le locataire, découvre qu'est-ce qu'il y avait dans sa cave, whatever. En tout cas, man, je comprenais pas trop, là.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Look, I really don't have time to chat. I'm sure you can find someone this.
Ah ouais, j'ai trouvé quelque chose pour le moins sinistre dans votre cave.
Sinister? Nonsense! Those are experimental toys, guaranteed to bring a smile to the face of even the unhappiest child. They're extremely precious, and you shouldn't be poking around in my workshop and tampering with them.
D'une manière ou d'une autre, je compte bien découvrir la fin de votre histoire, de cette histoire. Je sais que vous manigancez, mais c'est terminé, votre dernière heure a sonné. Qu'est-ce qu'on dit?
What? No, wait!
Ah, je pense qu'on doit le tuer. On devrait le péter, je pense. Mais j'ai pas lu la note. Le col de la montagne, certains sont incapables de suivre le rythme, abandonnez-les. Ok, mais c'est quoi qu'il faisait? Ah non, ça c'est aller à la porte de Baldur, lettre de chantage, c'est ça qu'il me faut. Le colis vous attend toujours chez Philogir, whatever. Tâchez de ne pas être à nouveau en retard. Récupérez les paquets, cachez-les dans les ours en peluche et faites-en don. Rien de plus simple, vraiment. Ben, on doit-tu le tuer ou non?
No one stopped me yet.
Couronnement de l'archi du laisser passer. Ah? Fallait-tu le tuer ou non? Ah, ça a l'air d'être une affaire de quest, là. À la salle d'audience. Ah? Alright. C'est quoi que t'as dit?
Always good to talk, my friend.
On a une quête mise à jour, je pense. Ah, ben voilà. Je pense qu'on a fait une bonne chose de le tuer.
On my way.
Bon.
All the treats your tummy can handle. What are you calling this new business?
Tiens. Bon, ben écoutez, nous on va se laisser là-dessus. J'espère que vous avez apprécié cet épisode. Donc, prochain épisode, on va commencer à aller faire nos quests dans la ville de Baldur's Gate. Donc, ben la porte de Baldur. Donc, un grand merci à ce qu'on est en train de regarder. Et nous, ben, on se retrouve pour la suite. Restez à l'écoute, à la prochaine. Ciao.